Hey fellow TIs, it's Vulcan Wolverine again, and I'm just doing a video, just doing a quick check-in video. I'm not going to make it long, but didn't want to talk about anything specific that's going on, just saying I'm doing pretty good, and my dad is doing really good. We're going to probably move him to like a new rehabilitation place soon. And I just wanted to say, like, everything's going pretty good, except I did call the city police out, and the city police said that if I do call him out again, I'll be the one to be arrested. So that's kind of bad news. But I can kind of talk to the lieutenants in the police department and try and straighten out that situation. So if anything really bad does happen, I can, count on them. What my like I kind of thought of something new. My abuser, he's ex-military, and he has stolen military equipment, and so he's like doing something very, very radically illegal, to where he could get in a lot of trouble, be dishonorably discharged, probably put in jail for many, many years. So I was thinking of taking the slant of getting the military involved, calling the military and trying to get somebody to investigate just the equipment, because this guy has a satellite set up, and it's like tens of thousands of dollars, and so they track every bit of that equipment that goes out. Because I talked to a U.S. recruiter for the Army, and he said if there's equipment like that, and he knew exactly what I was talking about too, which was the weird thing. He was like, yeah, I know exactly, EMF, ELF, he's like, but are you sure it's from the Army? Did you see any markings on the stuff? And obviously I haven't seen any of the equipment, because I can't go in this guy's house. But he's like, you got to have hard proof. You got to have hard evidence, and just talking to him, was pretty reassuring, because I think eventually they'll be able to get these guys with just frequency checkers, those things you can get from less EMF, to check the frequency that's coming through your wall, or there's some other ways. There's some crazy way I heard, which is you get a black light, and you get where they're shooting the EMF through your wall, and so you get the black light, and then you throw up some flour, and it's supposed to show the frequency coming through the flour. But I'm not quite sure about that. I'm going to try it out. And the guy said, and I don't know if he was joking. He was kind of joking. He was kind of half not joking. But he was saying that you should put popcorn bags along your wall, because if they're shooting you with ELF or strong microwaves, wherever you're getting hit, put a popcorn bag, and it'll cook the popcorn. If you can record it cooking the popcorn, that's some sort of proof. But yeah, I'm just checking. I'm gonna make this real short, like 5 minutes. I'm trying to practice doing, little short videos. But I'm doing pretty good. It's a constant war, but I have some peace. And the people who have experienced this, what I'm talking about. Especially if you have shielding or neutralizers. I'm still at war with the guy. He's still trying to, get through with all these frequencies and kill me and run me out of the house or whatnot. But I had some peace today because of my neutralizers that I put along the wall. And I guess that's about it. I went and saw my post-traumatic stress counselor today. She still thinks that I'm a schizophrenic. She doesn't know. She said she doesn't think I'm a schizophrenic now. Like, she did the first couple of visits, and then she was like saying how nice schizophrenic people were and all this stuff, and then she kind of changed it over to like, I don't think you're schizophrenic though. So it's like I'm confused whether she believes me or not. But like I said, the strongest thing in my arsenal has been not caring if people believe me, but if they're good people who want to help me, keeping those people around and letting them help me even though they don't believe in me. I think sometimes, and I'm not picking on anybody out there because I'm paranoid too, this has made me paranoid, but if your family members don't believe you and you think the stalkers have gotten to them, or somebody doesn't believe you, a doctor or psychiatrist, and they and you just immediately jump to, hey, the stalkers got to them, they're on the other side. That's a it's almost a death sentence. You're gonna push those people away, and you need to be open to those people. And I know I've said this a million times, but that's been the thing that has kept me from going completely squirrel turd insane, is knowing that sometimes even people, like tonight, I was talking to my mom about it, and she was kind of, for about 5 or 10 minutes, she was okay listening to it. But then I kept talking about it for like 25 minutes, and I'm excited about some stuff. Like, I've figured out some stuff that can keep these people from hurting people. I can tell you guys, and I'm going to try for just now, because I'm getting a little bit of peace. I'm not going to go into details of my situation and what I'm doing and what they're doing and what I feel exactly, because this guy, and anybody who's experiencing this, you're being surveilled 24 hours a day. So this guy's watching me through my phone. He's watching this. He's got the camera on the phone looking at me too. He's checking all my text messages. He's on my computer. So he's everywhere. He's got all of my technology to surveil me and to stop me on the computer if I'm going to a website that he doesn't want to have to look at. It's very weird. But it's like, I don't even remember what I was saying. I had a beer earlier on, and I think I'm just, forgetting everything. But no, it's important not to get overly paranoid. I know it's very easy, but there are tons of people, and even the people. Oh, wait, no, I was talking about, telling about my specifics, but I want to get back to that, but the specifics of my situation I'm not going to talk about, because it does, like, they're watching everything, so it gives them, information about how to switch what they're doing, and so it does, like, I've done videos where I've said specific things, and then they've switched something, or, done something different, and it's hurt me, and that'll get less as I get more neutralized, as I get more power behind them, and really stop them. But also the thing about trusting everybody, that has been truly, that's been the thing that has kept me alive, is knowing that. And tonight, I was talking to I'm back on track now. I was talking to my mom, and for 5-10 minutes, she was listening to it. She was okay with it, hey, whatever. And then it's like she's looking at me at the counter, and I've gone on for 25 minutes about how this has happened, and when it first started, I didn't even know I was being tortured and all this stuff. And she's just like, okay, I've had enough. I want to go to bed. So it's like these people are confused. Like, if they knew what you were going through, and they knew it with a certainty, they're good people, and they would do anything to help you. But it's a confused situation where they don't know if it's happening. They're confused. Everybody's confused. But they're good people. So that's been the thing that is just, it's kept me sane, through all this. That knowing that even if somebody doesn't believe you, and they're good to you, and they want to help you, that it's all good. And that's it's kind of a two-way street. My brother, he was like, can you love people that don't believe you? And I was like, yeah, bro, I love you. Obviously, you're my brother. But, like, I'm looking for money. I'm getting another huge tabletop neutralizer. They're $500. And this guy is, like, he's pumping up the ELF, mostly. I've stopped the EMF completely. And pretty much stopped the microwave hearing completely. But the ELF, which is kind of, you don't hear it, and it's like it hits you on the head, and it makes your muscles sore, hits you in the neck or the genitals, and makes them, makes your genitals hurt. That is still stopped by the neutralizers, but I'm getting another one, because my mom, who I love so much, and even though she doesn't believe me, she gives me like $500 to buy one of these things. Like, it's like a mother's instinct, I guess, So yeah, I got the Mother's Day special, which was like $450, which is still just a buttload of money that nobody can afford. But it's like, I'm like, okay, it's a lot of money, but my safety and my comfortableness, like, I can shut this guy down. I can neutralize him. And I'm almost there. I'm almost there to just, neutralizing this whole thing. And if I had like $2,000, poof, this problem would be gone. Poof, be gone. I wouldn't hear anything. But my brother did tell me, he was like, I've got to pay for this, not going to pay for that. Like, when I first asked him, he's like, yeah, I got tons of money, no big deal. But he's like, then he heard what I wanted to use it for. I want to use it for the tabletop emitter. It's very important. It'll help my life. It'll help me against these guys. And then he was like, well, if you said you wanted to use it for food or for your dog or for something else, then, I would have given it to you. And so on a text message, he's like, well, I got, this I got to fix in my house and this I got to fix in my house. I'm not saying I don't believe him. Whatever. I believe you. You got to pay for that stuff. But it had a lot to do with what I was using the money for. So even my brother is like, not going to help me out with the money to protect my life because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand these people are using stuff that hurts me and mutilates me. And see, but I still love my brother. I still love my brother. I have an unconditional love for him. He's a good guy. This is a confusing situation. Hate this situation. Even hate the people that are doing it to you. But don't hate people who don't believe you and want to help you. That's just, it's so crucial for keeping your sanity. Like, and I say this with just all of my heart, it's crucial for keeping your sanity. To know that these people want to enclose you and they want to encase you in hate. This guy, he's gotten all the houses around me to basically use these weapons and shoot them in. And so I'm surrounded by hate all the time. I mean, I came in just today, they had shot poison onto my property, and there were kids. There was a 5-year-old running through my yard, and his sister and his mother, right in the vicinity where they would get the poison. So these people, and I think it was a mistake or whatever. I don't think they'd intentionally try and harm children. But this is what it does. It harms children. It harms animals. They get their dogs to bark or whatever. I have a dog. She barks all the time. I could give a shit. But they get their dogs to bark, and they're abusing their dogs because their dogs are barking and it's making their throats hurt. It doesn't hurt me. I love dogs. Dogs can bark all around me. I could have 20 dogs in a circle around me barking, and I would be overjoyed. I would be like, yeah, hey, dogs, I love them. So some of the stuff this guy does, there is a good switch. Instead of seeing a bunch of city police and sheriff's cars, I think I called them one too many times. They know this address. There's some lockdown on that. So this guy has switched to one light cars. He's switched to cars with their headlight off, and that just, I don't understand what they're trying to do. What these people are trying to accomplish. I see it and I'm like, that could be a car with one light, or it could be somebody trying to psych me out. I have no idea, and I just drive on and I instantly forget about it. And that's what everybody should do. That's what you should do. If they're hurting you, focus on that. Defend yourself from the pain and the physical hurt. But if they're psychologically doing stuff, who knows? Who knows? They do such little things that give them such joy. I think this guy now, because they've surveilled me, they know I have a problem with my jaw on this side. So I saw him coming out to the mail. We don't talk at all. He doesn't look over here. I wouldn't look at me either if I had done the horrible things he had done. And he kind of went like this, and he rubbed his eye, like this side of his eye. And then I saw somebody else do it in a gas station. I don't know. He may be doing that, maybe not. It's all crazy. It's so small. I don't care. He could get the whole city. Like I said about the dogs, he could get 100 people around me rubbing their eye, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I care about him hitting me in the head with painful radiation. And that's all. I think that's what all of us targeted individuals, we should try and do that. Try and get your mind to where you don't care about any of that other stuff. It's so stupid. It's a waste of their time. It's just dangerous. They violently put kids in the way and all this stuff. It's retarded. I think one time they got a motorcycle guy. He had a motorcycle on the block, and they'd get him to rev it up right when he came by my house. I could give a shit. And I'm sorry about the bad language. I'm trying to do just a little positive message, because I actually have had kind of a break, from the severe torture. I moved some stuff around about 2 days ago, or for the last week, pretty much. I've been suffering where he was shooting the ELF to the top of my head, and I felt like gravity had increased 100-fold. Because it's stuff like the HARP weapons shoot. It's like that microwave energy. he just shot it right at the top of my head, and it felt like I couldn't even move almost when I was sleeping. So I've had some severe torture for the past week, and I finally did something right. I've got a tabletop emitter on the way, which is gonna neutralize a lot more of this. And then I think then I'm gonna have 5 tabletop emitters. I want 6, and then I'd feel good about moving, because I know they're gonna follow me wherever I go. I don't know. I've made it really hard for them. I've made it hard for these guys, but you can make it hard for them, and then they just get mad at you and do it different next time. So, not too sure if they would follow me if I left. I am coming to a point, though. I don't want to leave this house because I'm not sure if he'll follow me. So it may be a long time, and I'll have to be sure, and I'll have to go after him with everything that I've got before I do it. But a lot of people are hurting. He's hurting a lot of families around here. Kids are in danger. Animals are in danger. Just a lot. My family's in danger. His family's in danger. So we're all in a lot of danger, and I'm thinking, my mom can sell this house. We can flip it, me and her. So I'm kind of coming to a point, because I know he doesn't care. He'd hurt everybody. He doesn't think like that. So it's like I'm thinking pretty soon I might, just unclench my teeth from his leg like a bulldog or something, and try and move, maybe out of state, and try and do it. I don't know. I've got all this aluminum, painted all around me. I said I was gonna go balls to the wall. Like I am. Like I've called the military. I'm getting advice from them. The police, the one city police, told me not to call him. He's gonna put it in his notes, but I think I'm gonna call some lieutenants in there and just tell them my situation. Tell them that if I really do need him, I need to call him. So that's not a big deal. Like this, if somebody tells you something, like an authority figure, and they're like, "Well, if you ever call me again, you're gonna be under arrest." That stuff is changeable. It's completely changeable. You can call the police, you can call the lieutenant and say, "Hey, this is my situation. This guy came over. He didn't see anything." And it's like, I was going to call the city police, and this guy's surveilling me, who's hitting me with this radiation. So he's surveilling me while I call the city police, and they took an hour and a half to get out here. So in that hour and a half, he hit all of the stuff, he just put it away. It's not like a big, I guess, I don't know, I guess this equipment's not that hard to put away. It's not like huge, it's not these huge setups, it's little guns, It's little emitting guns, ray guns, which sounds really, I guess, a bad way to say it, but emitters, they're handheld emitters. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to say. I'm a little bit tired and kind of wiped out. Like my brother and my mom work, so I have to go to the nursing home and stay with my dad. That's where they get me the most. That's where they get me. That's just, I don't know how to explain this in any more clear of a fashion than this guy gets me the worst when I'm helping my sick father in the nursing home. And you just say that, and like I've yelled at these people, and you say this stuff, and you talk about this stuff, and it's like I made a Twilight Zone video, and I was going to make this Twilight Zone video number 2, but I think I'm just going to call it Checkin. Alright, I just got a message, so I was looking at that message. Sorry about that. That just says it all. He's shooting stuff into a nursing home, trying to get to me. I don't know how much more. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous, mean, cruel thing you can do. But anyway, I'm kind of losing thought. I just got a text message that I got to return. But I love all you guys. I'm going to make some more videos when I'm a little bit more energetic, and they'll actually have more information in them. But I love you guys. Stay strong. Take my advice. The people that are doing this to you are horrible, but not everybody's in on it. The gang stalkers have definitely not gotten to everybody in your life. Just keep that in mind. It keeps you sane. It keeps you sane. But alright guys, good night. Love you.